Hey gang, Scott with the Scott Gaertner Group. This is Chris Cummings. For those of you who've been around for a while, we did a video 6 years ago from almost this exact spot on this exact day, urging you guys to come out to a town hall, the first town hall that was really going to start pushing for the park and getting your input on it. So here we are 6 years later.
And 6 years better looking. Absolutely. But it's been quite an adventure, and city politics and local planning and just getting with your neighbors and everybody kind of pulling together and working together to get what's going to be a fantastic, probably one of the most beautiful parks in Scottsdale.
He is not exaggerating, and it's going to look like it was here. It's blending in, just like everything in Scottsdale North does. They're doing an amazing job. In fact, let's bring Nick in now. Nick Molinari from the city of Scottsdale. Nick, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Hi, how you doing today?
We're good, but for us, this is pretty exciting. And
yeah, we're excited too.
We were talking about, in fact, we had 2 town halls and a virtual town hall where everybody participated. It wasn't kind of a town hall, what they did, and got everybody's input. Did that input actually get taken advantage of?
Yeah, we had a lot of things that a lot of compromise, probably more compromise here in this park than we've had in any other park. So we had some people, and you both were part of those discussions. We had some folks who wanted double or triple the amount of pickleball courts and some of the amenities, and we had several people that wanted none of them.
Yeah.
So this project really there's a lot of compromise, and the timelines were impacted by that because our design process and the approval process took probably double the amount of normal of our other projects because of the back and forth with the neighborhood and with the residents. But it was originally, I think in the bond, it was budgeted about it was just over $6 million.
Yeah.
And I think we're at about 11.5 is where we ended up in terms of the total construction price.
So wouldn't it have made sense just to cheap it out, to cut out cool amenities like, well, you guys will see, it's ridiculous. There's artwork, it's phenomenal, and none of that got cheaped out.
Would you have been happy if we would have cut out all those things?
I wouldn't have been happy, but I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, Scottsdale has built all of the projects in that 2019 bond package. In that specific bucket, we've built them all to the scale and the concept that we had intended to during that bond process. That's what we committed to our voters, so that's what we've done. So that wasn't easy because we had to come up with money for all those projects, an extra $5+ million for this project, but that was our commitment to our voters, so it's been one of our priorities.
Both sides were pretty passionate about it, and the city was able to walk that line, and really the architect did a fantastic job. It's amazing here.
Well, let's kind of take this to another section of the park, and Chris, you got to leave us, but thanks so much for all you did. He actually started a 501c3, or at least your group did.
Do you have any money in there? No.
You know what? People are dying to give me money.
Yeah.
So you find a project, and I will help you fund it.
Okay, we'll consider that.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. Nice to see you again.
Crystal, thank you. All right, gang, we're back to it, and behind us is an unbelievable shade structure. Nick, that must have cost a couple of $1,000s.
It did. It costs a lot of thousands, and it was something that we thought was really important to the design and the feel of the park. So it was something we didn't compromise on as we looked at any kind of cost savings. So it's pretty cool. It's awesome. It really sets the feeling and the tone for the park.
So looking around at the amenities, I want to go over that, but I'm blown away at how much they actually didn't cheap it out or value engineer it. But what other amenities are going to be in here?
So we have 8 pickleball courts, a basketball court, a playground, we'll have a number of stations for adult exercise equipment, which is pretty cool. This is the first park that we've done that to. So that's something that we heard some feedback from the community about having some amenities, like play amenities, some physical amenities that were geared for adults. So we have that. There's these large turf areas, which are intended for people to be able to, for kids, for families, for people to be able to walk dogs, to have a softer environment, to a cooler environment. This kind of the design, we wanted to keep the natural look and the integrity of the neighborhood, but then you also want to cool things down a bit. So we didn't want to, we didn't build a desert park. We built a park that blends in with our neighborhood and with the surroundings, but then also provides the amenities that people want to see in a park.
I think everybody wants to see some grass, and we got 20,000 square feet of it here, right? Which is, it's a 15-acre park, but still, you're looking at grass at Black Mountain, the boulders, Winfield Mountain, everything is here. This is pretty perfect.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, the views are stunning. Really, I don't think we have these type of views in many of our parks.
I can't imagine people are demanding artwork, but yet you've got that in most parks, right?
So yes, the city of Scottsdale has an ordinance, a public art ordinance, and 1% of our capital projects, for most capital projects, capital projects that qualify, 1% of the total budget goes to public art. So we see public art in all of our public spaces, in our public parks, which is really pretty incredible. These are the shade structures here. We integrated these panels into the seating for shade, and that was the public art component here at Ashler Hills. We have something similar at our two new sports complexes that we built in the Frank Lloyd Wright area.
It's beautiful. The whole thing just blows me away, and so just I think you guys have done a great job. I so much appreciate you taking the time out to kind of let us get people excited about it. And so February is looking pretty realistic?
January, February, yeah. So we'll probably, our practice is to have a soft opening. So we'd open when we receive a certificate of occupancy. It'll be, not that we wouldn't do some type of ceremony, but we would do something smaller. And what we typically do is work out any bugs, because we always have some things that pop up, whether they're warranty items or things we didn't necessarily expect. And then we typically plan a grand opening event, a bigger event, a couple months later.
Well, I've already bought a 9-foot pair of scissors to cut that ribbon, okay? So, well, Nick, really thank you so much. And guys, we'll keep you informed, but I hope you're excited about this park the way we are. It's coming out better than I ever dreamed. Nick,
Great, thank you, Scott. Appreciate your time.